so you hate on her. Got some ice, throw some skates on her. Bring it back, throw my faith with her. Break her back when she say the word. The time we don't speak, the same time that I'm weak. Around your aura I peak. You're shining now. Your lips that I kiss, the softest that I have missed.
Sup? I met the most horrible guy on the road. Right. No.
So before getting into the story itself, I want to give some backstory on something that happened when I was around the age of 9.
Sus.
I grew up in a village called GhostLuvMe in the northern parts of
Look at all of that cluckness in the woods. That shit looks like it goes as far as the eye can see. Look at all of them woods. Cluck woods? What hoods? Cluck hoods. I don't know. I was trying to think of a word. It didn't really come to me. Pause. But that's a lot. That's a lot of just whenever I see woods nowadays, it's just I just see nothing but cluckness going on 24/7. That's a lot, bro. That's a lot, and it's deep as hell, and it's thick. Pause.
The road leading from my school to my home was a long one. The local authorities had to put up lamps which emitted a very dim blue light. I always felt like a nervous wreck when I had to walk to and from my school.
Wow.
Both because, even with the lamps, the road was very dark.
Wow.
And also because I was bullied, so the bullies could have waited in the woods right
Damn.
next to the road.
Damn, bro. Holy shit. As long as you live in this area, you're going to be clucked. Whole time, all the time, more time. Dead ass. I think I completely missed what you said about getting a ride or your school bus or anything, but really? Nobody could have taken you to school and taken you home? No buses? Your parents couldn't do anything. Neighbors couldn't do anything. Really, you didn't have, nobody lives in your neighborhood that you can just walk home with or walk to school with. You don't got no options. Walking by yourself, dark, very dim lights, and woods on the other side of you as far as the eye can see. And you don't know who or what is in that mother clucking. I don't know. You better hope somebody within a 6-mile radius got Adidas on, because that's the only way that you're going to survive.
It was one event that I remembered vividly during the winter of 1999. I'd slept poorly the night before and the math lesson had been killing me, so I barely felt awake when I was beginning to walk home. The lamps were off, which isn't really so weird, as the sensors for the lamps were pretty low, so any kid could have taken a flashlight, put it towards the sensors, and after a few seconds, the lamps would shut down for a few minutes. Since I was so tired,
shit.
I'd closed my eyes when I started walking. But after walking about 20 meters on this road, I opened my eyes and noticed that the lamps were off, and I stopped. I was getting nervous. I was reasoning with myself and decided to push on.
Keep going, yeah.
I was 10, and in my youthful arrogance, I thought I had reached the age where my balls should have been as hard as Duke Nukem's. GhostLuvMe is a very quiet village, so I was barely hearing anything except the wind when this happened. To the left of the road is a very thick forest, and suddenly I could just hear this loud scream coming from it. It was
Holy shit!
The scream you can hear in movies when someone's in huge pain.
Why the hell did you just stop? Are you shitting me right now? That scream was your biggest sign of to haul ass and don't stop until you got somewhere safe. But instead, you just stop dead in your tracks and you got a dumbass, scared ass look in your face. I was about to say something else, but I lost my train of thought. Sorry. Nope, I lost it.
With the speed of Usain Bolt, I ran as fast as I could towards my home without looking back. Now we're jumping to late autumn 2011. My parents were on a trip to the Canary Islands and asked me to move into their house just for the week so I could take care of the dog. The thought of spending a whole week in my old room, listening to my old Mayhem CDs and eating pizza were just too good to be true. I always walked with my dog outside during midnight, because then I didn't have to take him outside again until the late morning hours. This time was no different, except I decided to walk a bit longer.
Why?
I decided to walk along GhostLuvMe and then...
Why? You don't care about your life or your dog's life or nobody else's life for that matter. As a kid, you know what happened in these woods. Or you have a pretty good sense of what happened. You know these woods ain't no joke. Ain't nothing to be messed around with, right? You know this. I know you know this because I know you know this. Did I say that right? I don't know. So with that being said, you easily could have just walked your dog right in front of your house. Right outside your house. That's it. You didn't have to go nowhere. You didn't have to go up the street. You didn't have to go down the street. You could have just stayed right in front of your house and that's it. Why in the world did you walk why did you walk further than what you had to? Because you're playing.
Hello, Inimaxvägen towards Norra Hotlagsvägen. There are no lamps on the most parts of Inimaxvägen.
Hurry up!
So after leaving Oxelvägen, I stopped. I lit a cigar and told my dog to stay close to me. While walking along the road, I was just enjoying the fresh air and listening to the sound of leaves rustling in the trees.
Oh my God.
There's a pretty big area next to the road where they've chopped down a lot of trees. When I came to that area, my dog stopped and started barking towards the area I described. When I looked towards the area, I could see the silhouette of a person. The only visible parts were the hands. I said, "What the hell," with a pretty loud voice. The person turned around towards me. If I didn't know any better,
God!
I could have sworn that only the head and hands turned, as I didn't see any movements at all on the rest of the body. A white mask. The guy was wearing a white mask with a slit for each of his eyes.
Oh my God.
My dog started whimpering. The guy raised his right hand, with all of his fingers pointing towards me, and he screamed.
Oh shit.
It sounded like the exact same scream I'd heard as a kid, walking home from school that afternoon. What must have been survival instinct, I just started running.
Where your dog at? I'm sure he already at the house.
I ran for 20 meters or so. I stopped to see if my dog was still with me, which he was.
I wouldn't.
And then looked towards the spot the guy had stood. He wasn't there. He had moved to the spot where I stood, now with his hands down, like the mask still towards me. I started running again until I got to Norra Hotlagsvägen. I'd never been so scared before. When I stopped, I was crying and my whole body was shaking.
Why you stop?
And then I walked home.
That he is the definition of somebody that has a cluck gene, is born clucked and will die clucked. And if I was your dog, excuse me, I would have been left your ass. I promise you. As soon as I sense some negative energy, sorry, all right, excuse me. Yeah, I would have dusted your ass. I would have just met you at the house. You better pray to God that you right behind me, because if you not, as soon as I go into the house, I'm locking everything, and everything that should be locked will be locked. Best believe that, I promise you. Point blank, period. And the fact that you're still in that area is beyond me. Like, you know what was up when you was a kid. You knew what was up. It's almost as if like you wanted yourself to get clucked up along with your dog, you son of a bitch. Anybody that lives next to some woods, some thick ass woods, deep ass woods, that cannot be good. I don't, nah. One, because it's the woods, and then you add something like some thick, deep woods, you can't see everything in the woods. So you don't know who is in there, and you don't know what is in there. No, you good. Jesus. That whole town just needs to be on lockdown. But something tells me that's not gonna happen. Keep it cool, keep it classy, and I love you. Stay happy.